and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a new video of reading this, and things are starting to get really juicy. They have left Roderick and Greg on their own in the house, so wonder what's going to happen here. The second Mom and Dad walked out the door, Roderick jumped off the couch and picked up the phone. Then he called every friend he knew and told them he was having a party. My prediction was freaking correct. I didn't start reading, okay? I literally just pressed the stop button and then hit the record right away. I actually thought about calling Mom and Dad to tell them what Roderick was up to, but I'd never actually been to a high school party before, so I was curious. I decided to just keep my mouth shut and soak it all in. Hey, you're probably just gonna catch Roderick with your girlfriend giving her kisses. She's going to like, mwah, mwah, mwah. And she's always going to go like, mwah, mwah, mwah. And then, next thing you know, Roderick has a baseball bat, knocks her out, just distracting her with the kiss. Roderick told me to get some folding tables out of the basement and bring a couple of bags of ice out of the downstairs freezer. Roderick's friends started to show up around 7 o'clock, and before you knew it, there were cars parked up and down the streets. His friends look kind of ugly. They really do. The first person to walk through the door was Roderick's friend Ward. A bunch more people started showing up after that, and Roderick told me we were going to need more tables, so I went downstairs to get them. But as soon as I stepped foot in the basement, I heard the door lock behind me. I pounded on the door, but Roderick just cranked up the music to drown me out, so I was stuck down there. Man, I should have known Roderick would go and pull something like that. I guess it was pretty dumb of me to think Roderick was going to let me in on the action. What action? Sounded like it was pretty wild party. I think some girls in all capital letters even showed up at one point, but I couldn't have been too sure because it was hard to keep track of what was going on from just looking at the bottom of people's shoes. Well, I can tell you this. Even if I did have a party, no girls would be showing up. And I wouldn't want them to, and also they wouldn't want to either, so it would be a win-win. The party was still going strong at 2 a.m., but that's when I gave up. I spent the night on one of the spare beds in the basement. Even though there was no blankets on it, I practically froze to death. There was no way I was going to use a blanket from Roderick's bed. Niels. Somebody must have unlocked the basement door overnight, because when I woke up this morning, it was open, and when I walked downstairs, it looked like a tornado that touched down my family room. The last of Roderick's friends wasn't gone until 3 a.m. in the afternoon, and once everyone left, Roderick told me I had to help him clean up. I told Roderick he was out of his mind if he thought I was helping, but then Roderick said that if he got busted for the party, he was taking me down with him. He said if I didn't help him clean up the mess, he would tell all my friends about the thing that happened to me this summer. I couldn't believe Roderick would play dirty like that, but I could tell he was serious, so I just got to work. Mom and Dad were supposed to be back by 7, and we still had a ton of work today, too. It wasn't easy to erase all the evidence of the party because Roderick's friends had left trash in all these crazy places. At one point, when I went to make myself a bowl of cereal, a half-eaten piece of pizza fell out of the box. Just wow. By 6:45, we had things pretty well wrapped up. I went downstairs to take a shower, and that's when I saw the message written on the inside of the bathroom door. I tried scrubbing the writing off with soap and water, but whoever wrote that thing must have used the permanent marker. Mom and Dad were going to be home any minute, so I thought we were doomed. But when Roderick had a genius idea, he said we could switch the door out and replace it with a closet door from the basement. Wait, I don't think closet doors usually have locks on them. That could be an issue. So we got some screwdrivers and went to work. Okay, so they haven't mentioned the problem yet. We finally managed to get the door off its hinges, and then we carried it downstairs. Then we got to a closet door in the basement and brought it upstairs. So I don't think we're gonna have the whole lock problem because it's the first page. It's the first page that they've been talking about it. So I think the coast is clear now. I know some closet doors that have locks, like mine doesn't, but who cares? We made it with no time to spare. Mom and Dad's car rolled into the driveway right when we were tying up the last screw. You could tell they were pretty relieved the house hasn't burned down while they were away. I don't think we're totally out of the woods just yet because with the day Dad's poking around tonight, I'm sure it won't be long before he figures out about the party. Well, Roderick might have lucked out this time, but all I could say is he shouldn't be glad Manny wasn't here to see the party. Manny's a huge tattletale. In fact, he's been telling on me ever since he could talk. He's even told on me for stuff I did before he could talk. When I was a kid, I broke the sliding glass door in the family room. Mom and Dad didn't have any evidence that I was the one who did it, so they couldn't peg it on me, and I was in the clear, but Manny was there when it happened, and 2 years later, he squealed on me. Bubby Ford walk at big window, he says. Let me say it again. Bubby Ford walk at big window. I feel like 2 years later, they would have forgot by now, right? So after Manny started talking, I had to worry about all the bad things he saw me do when he was a baby. You freaking idiot! I wonder if they're ever gonna get busted. I used to be a big tattletale myself until I learned my lesson one time. I told on Roderick for saying a bad word. Mom asked me which word he said, so I spelled it out, and it was a long one too. Well, I ended up getting a bar of soap in my mouth for knowing how to spell a bad word, and Roderick got off scot-free. Wait, you shouldn't get in trouble for knowing how to spell one. Once you know about bad words and and what they sound like, you should know how to spell them. Tomorrow I have an English assignment due where I have to write an allegory. Okay, YouTube, please don't terminate for this, but S-H-I-T. Okay? So, I shouldn't get in trouble. Like, pretty much everybody knows what a bad word sounds like, so shouldn't, you know. Tomorrow I have an English assignment due where I had to write an allegory. That's basically a story that says one thing but means something else. I was having a trouble getting inspired, but then I saw Roderick outside working on his van and I got an idea. Rory Screws Up by Greg Heffley. Once upon a time there was this monkey named Rory. The family he lived with loved him very much, even though he was constantly screwing things up. Rory! He just knocked over a vase. One day, Rory accidentally rang the doorbell, and everybody thought he did it on purpose. So they gave him some bananas as a reward. You are so smart, Rory. Eat. Oh, so he's a freaking monkey. Okay, 9 minutes it's been. Well, now Rory was going around thinking he was some sort of monkey genius or something. And one day he heard his owner say, "My dang car is broke." So Rory, primitive mind, raced to formulate a plan. And here it was. He eventually came up with it. Rory fixed car. Rory worked on all day and all night, and to make a long short. The end The end result was not a fixed car. Saying Rory a lot is missing my English. After it was all over, Rory and I learned a very valuable lesson. So-and-so is a monkey, and monkeys don't fix cars. The end. After I finished my paper, I showed it to Roderick. I figured he wouldn't get it, and sure enough, I was right. Monkeys don't understand English, stupid. Like I said before, Roderick knows he's got me under his thumb with this secret thing. So I had to get my licks in any way I can. What licks? What licks? Licking your Pokemon card? Don't mess them up. Are they gonna get busted? Like, are they gonna get busted? Is there a lock on that door or not? I don't think there is because they haven't mentioned it now, so it's probably not gonna happen. And so yeah. Yeah, I just looked at all the pictures and it doesn't look like they're actually like. It doesn't look like. Okay, well, it doesn't look like any of them have him getting caught. Today was Manny's first day of preschool, and apparently it didn't go so great. All the other kids in Manny's school started back in September, but Manny wasn't potty trained until last week, so that's why he had to wait until now to make the jump from daycare. Manny's preschool is having their Halloween party today, so it wasn't the greatest way to introduce him to his classmates. Yeah, true. Manny's teachers had to call Mom at work and have her come get him. I remember my first day of preschool. I didn't really know anymore, so I was pretty scared about being around a bunch of new kids, but this boy named Quinn came right over and started talking to me. Do you like ice cream? Yeah. Then why don't you marry it? I didn't get that it was a joke, so it really freaked me out. And it actually has a picture of him getting married to ice cream. I'm surprised how good the quality is on this right now. Okay. Page 110. I told Mom I didn't want to go back to preschool, and I told her all about Quinn and what he said, but Mom told me Quinn was just being silly and I didn't need to listen to him. After Mom explained the joke, I actually thought it was pretty funny. I couldn't wait to go back to school the next day and try it out myself, but it didn't really have the same effect. You're gonna grow up and get married to some ice cream, ha? It's been over a week since Roderick's party, and I stopped worrying that Mom and Dad were gonna bust us for it. But remember, that bathroom door was switched out. Well, I forgot all about it until tonight. Roderick was... Okay, so now they're bringing up the door, so are we gonna find out there's no lock on it? Make your prediction. Roderick was upstairs in my room bugging me, and Dad went into the bathroom. A couple seconds later, he said something that made Roderick stop. Called, "Oh God, it's gonna be it. They're gonna get caught. Oh no. Hey, didn't this door you used to lock? Okay, they got busted for the door one. I thought it was over. If Dad knew about the door, it was just a matter of time before he found out about the party. Come on. How many more pages are there to put? Okay, so a few more videos and we might finish this. But Dad didn't put 2 and 2 together. I must be losing my marbles. What marbles? You're private? No. Okay, marbles. 20. My friend used to have a collection of marbles. He had about 22. You know, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if Mom and Dad found out about the party. Roderick would get grounded, which would be awesome. So if I could figure out a way to spill the beans without Roderick finding out, I'm gonna go for it. I got my first letter from French pen pal so-and-so today. I decided to adjust my attitude and give this whole pen pal putting my best effort. So when I wrote back to so-and-so today, I tried to be as helpful as possible. Dear so-and-so, Dear Gregory, I am very something. I can read the first part of the cursive writing. Dear so-and-so, I'm pretty sure something doesn't have a C in it. I really think you need to work on your English. Sincerely, Greg. I think it's dumb that Madam so-and-so won't let us use email with our pen pals. Albert Murphy has already written back and forth with his pen pal a bunch of times, and it's costing them a lot of money in stamps. Well, I've been talking to my friend Lily and Carson, awesome friends, definitely don't. Which one? They kept on asking me, well, Carson, not Lily, but Carson kept on asking me, who's your best friend, me or Lily? Choose me! And I'm like, fine, you're my best friend, that's a girl, and you're my best friend, that's a boy. Or maybe you're a girl too. Friday. Tonight's Riley's parents went out to dinner, so they got him a babysitter. I don't know why Riley can't just watch himself for a few hours, but believe me, I'm not complaining. Riley's babysitter is Heather Hills, and she's the prettiest girl at Crosswind High School. I can see the name Heather Hills being one. So whenever the Jefferson go out, I always make sure to be at Riley's for story time. Can you scooch over? Can you scooch? Oh, I thought I said smooch. Can you scooch over a little bit? Sorry, there's really not enough room, so you only want to be with Heather. I went up to Riley's at about 8 o'clock tonight. I even splashed on some of Riley's, Roderick's, don't know that word, to make sure I made a good impression on Heather. Okay, I think he said deodorant. I knocked on the door and waited for Heather to answer, but I was caught a little off guard when Riley's next door neighbor, Leland, answered instead. Hello. Scream! Everybody scream! I can't believe Riley's parents switched babysitters from Heather to Leland. They should have at least checked with me before doing something stupid like that. Once I realized Heather wasn't there, I turned around to go back home, but Riley asked me if I wanted to hang out and play Magic and Monsters with him and or stop it right there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for post notifications, and thanks for